Good afternoon. I don't know why I look so dark. Let's see. Let's see if I can fix that. Hey, Pat. Good afternoon. I think my lighting is off today. I'm looking dark on my end. Well, it's not dark. It's just looking like there's I don't know. Let me see. Hey, Veronica. Let me see if I can fix that. I know I'm looking at my camera like something's wrong. I think I might be missing some comments too. Oh, that's cute. These are all these crazy filters. I don't want to touch any of those because if I touch any of those, it'll probably stick, and then I won't be able to get it off, and then I'll look silly the rest of the live. Okay, I cannot figure out how to fix that. So let me just go back to comments. Hey, Melissa. Welcome. Roberta, thank you for sharing. Let's see. Melissa, Denise. Hey, Denise. Carol. Cindy McDonald. Everybody from all over the states is watching. Yay! Well, welcome. I'll try to keep up with some comments. Hey, Heather. Welcome, everyone. I was trying to fix my lighting. It looks like I'm toned down on my end, but actually it doesn't look that bad. Hey, Martha. So that's okay, Martha. The replay will always be here. That's the glory of being taped. If you can never watch a live, you are always welcome to watch the replay, and you still qualify for getting into the drawing for prizes. So I appreciate everyone that's here. We'll go ahead and get started. I want to welcome you. My name, it looks good on the, okay. It looks like I have a filter that's like filtering, at least on my end. Like my skin looks good on my end, but maybe it's just the concealer. I don't know. But welcome, everyone. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area. If you are here for the first time, welcome. You are in good company with the chat, with me. I am here to show you how you can use your Stampin' Up! Products for your handmade cards, your projects, and anything else you would like to do. I am also live Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. in order to show you how you can use your Stampin' Up! Products for your scrapbook page layout. So if you are a scrapbooker and need some inspiration, some ideas, some tips, or if you're looking to get started with scrapbooking, I welcome you to join me on Wednesday mornings at 10 a.m. And if you miss the lives, there's always the replays. And if you're watching me live, you probably see a live, I think, in this corner over here. If you don't, you're watching the replay, and you're probably watching it either on Facebook, or you could be watching it off YouTube. And if you're watching me off YouTube, I want to thank you for subscribing to my channel. If you haven't already, you can stamp that red subscription button, turn on your notifications. That way you get notified anytime I upload a video or when I eventually start going live from YouTube. So, welcome, everyone. I was kind of hoping that my paper pumpkin box would be here, but it's not. The only thing that arrived, and let me grab it. The only thing that arrived, and that's only because I ordered this, was the Kisses and Hugs mini treat boxes. Because it's been a while since I've done a paper, hey Terry, it's been a while since I've done a paper pumpkin unboxing, but I wanted to be able to open up both of them at the same time. Because this is an add-on kit. If you didn't already know, I'll at least promote this. If you didn't already know, the Kisses and Hugs paper pumpkin kits were mailed out. There was a little delay with getting them mailed out just because of shipping problems. Yours hasn't even been billed yet. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's going on? Well, we know what's going on. You know, it's the shipping delays that are happening pretty much that are affecting everybody. So if you're thinking about purchasing something for somebody's birthday and you want to make sure that they get it in time, I would highly suggest you have the options of paying for expedited service, I believe. Terry, will you correct me on a customer? I think you can. I think they have the same options we do. I know on my end, I have the option of, that was my son, of sending things either next day air or 2-day air. Yours is scheduled to be delivered tomorrow. Okay, well, awesome. Maybe I should look up mine. I just know I haven't gotten it, and I wanted to do an unboxing today. But if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, which is our monthly paper crafting subscription kit, you are also eligible to purchase the add-on kit for the kit that we're all waiting on. And they're little treat boxes, mini treat boxes. There's, how many is in? It just says one kit. I don't know how many are in there. I don't know. Looks like there might be 20. I don't know. They're kind of cute, but I don't want to open it yet because they're so tiny that I'll lose them. I'll lose them if I don't put them away. So I'm going to wait, and hopefully my box will show up, and then if it shows up between now and next Sunday, then I'll just do the unboxing then. But anyway, that's to come for Paper Pumpkin. Yes, they can. Okay, good. So if you are opting to get something and you want to make sure that your recipient gets it on time, you might want to opt for expedited shipping, because at this point, that's the only guarantee. And even then, that's not really like a true guarantee, especially with UPS, because those are the ones that deliver our StampinUp packages. You'll just want to make sure that you have a way to expedite it if you can. Sometimes it's worth the extra money to pay a few extra bucks for the peace of mind, knowing that, okay, I know I'm going to get it either tomorrow or in 2 days or sometime this week. And so, yeah. So, but welcome everyone. We'll go ahead and get started. I wanted to do something different. I haven't done a project in a while, and I wanted to do something. Y'all know how I like to case the catalog. So I'm going to get this camera pointed down, and let me see if there's anything else. Nothing's really pressing. I may talk about some things as I'm doing the demonstration, and if I miss anything, just make sure you go look at the comments, the description of the video after we're done, because all of the links to some things that if I remember to talk about, and the things I forget to talk about will be in there. And specifically the retreats. I'm going to wait till I get the camera pointed down to show you about the spring retreat to go and the add-on classes, as well as the summer retreat. And I only know that because I'm looking at one of the pages right now. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's flip this around. And let me bring this down a little bit. Let's get some of this adjusted here. Move this over here. Just want to show you that is the January host code and my website. So if you see anything that you like today or that you need to order and that you don't have a demonstrator that you order from already, I just want to point out that if you use this host code on my website and your order is at least $25 or more, you are still going to get the kit for the January free kit in the mail. And this is what your kit would look like. You've got all your bases and everything you need in order to assemble the cards and the one little project. There's 3 cards and a little project. And these are the cards that you'll be making. So if you need some quick Valentine cards and maybe a little gift box that's large enough to put a gift card in, this is the free kit in the mail for January. If your order is $50 or more, check this out. Not only are you going to get this free kit in the mail, I do everything except for the stamping. So all of the cutting, die cutting, embossing, punching, scoring, the whole 9 yards. I do all of that except for the stamping. You're going to get this free kit plus a spool of a new and packaged spool of the red ribbon, the red faux ribbon. Plus, with the $50 order, you get to choose something from our celebration catalog. And if your order is $100 or more, you're going to get all of that. Plus, you can choose 2 items out of the celebration brochure. And if you want to see any of these products, well, most of them, in action, you can just go back and look through my past few videos and see some of the cards and projects that I've done. That one's my favorite one, by the way. Friendly Hello. That's my favorite one for celebration. And this is good through the end of February. So that's a deal. Not only can you get a free kit in the mail, but you can get a free accessory and then also a free product from StampinUp as well. All right, let's get our drawing out of the way. And for those of you that are joining for the first time, the way you can get onto the wheel for prizes, weekly prizes. Hi, Kathy. Let me catch up with some comments. Carol, thank you for sharing, Carol. And I think I got caught up. Okay. The way you can get on here is when you like, comment, or share my videos. And after you share my videos, if you type shared in the comments section, which is what you might see some other viewers doing, that actually gets you an extra entry onto the wheel. Now, if you joined us last week, I made these 2 cards using a hybrid of the, I forgot what designer series paper this was. It was the, I know that's the Fine Art Gallery, but let me see what that paper was because I'm totally drawing a blank right now. Let's see. It was the Symbols of Fortune designer series paper. Yeah, it was the Symbols of Fortune designer series paper. And our Fine Art Gallery bundle, which made these 2 flowers right here, along with some vellum, some of our layering vellum sheets that we have, our new ones. So we're going to give away these 2 cards. And there will be envelopes that come with it. So I'll make sure I put envelopes in there. So let's give those away. And good luck to everyone that is on the wheel. And let me get my pen ready so I can write down the winner. Marsha Long. Let me write her name down before I forget. Marsha, I don't believe that you have ever won before. I mean, I could be wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of things. But I really don't think you've won before. So, Marsha, if you are watching, hi, Joanne. Thank you for sharing, Kathy. Yes, for everybody, oops, let me cancel that. I'm doing something and for those of you that are sharing, just know that I do appreciate every time you share one of my videos. This is all I do. Stampin' Up! Is what I do 24/7. And this is my business, so sharing the video helps show it to other people and increases our little viewers on a Sunday afternoon or a Wednesday morning and just exposes the business more. So I really do appreciate it. But congratulations, Marsha. I don't think you're watching unless I completely missed your name. And if you're watching the replay, all I need in order to get your cards to you is just a mailing address, and you can private message me. And that's all I use your mailing addresses for, unless you join my email list, and then of course you get communications. But for your prizes, I don't do that automatically. This is just to mail your prizes to you. So congratulations. All right, you guys, check this out. Has anyone well, on pages 42 and 43 of your mini catalogs, if you have a mini catalog, which this is what our January to June mini catalog looks like. If you don't have this catalog and you need one, just let me know and I'll send you one. I'll send you a complimentary copy of this one and then also a celebration brochure so that you don't miss out on what you can earn for free through the end of February. But also, we're going to be working with this suite today. This is called our New Horizons Suite Collection. This paper, you guys, is gorgeous. You have to see it in person. And I know some of you have said the same thing, like, you look at it in the catalog and you're like, I don't know. But then when you see it in person, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got this. Or, you know, when you see somebody else do something with it and it just blows your mind. But this suite is $78.25. And this suite comes with the On Horizon stamp set. It's got several sentiments on there. Thinking of you, thanks for everything, wishing you so much happiness. Breathe, breathe, relax and enjoy your day. And then has a couple of images. And then also comes with some coordinating dies. You're also going to see it comes with this package of cotton ribbon combo, which is, let's see, we got, this one's not even open yet, but this is Misty Moonlight, and this is Petal Pink. And we're going to be using Petal Pink in today's project. But then it also comes with these pebble enamel shapes. Look at those. They look like little pebbles. And there's different sizes and then different shades of gray, and I don't know, that kind of, I can't tell kind of what that color is. Like light gray. Let me look in the catalog. Light gray, dark gray, and cinnamon cider. That's what that color is. But they're shiny. They look like little rocks. And it's a package, a 6x6 package of the New Horizons Designer Series paper. Look at this paper, you guys. Look at this paper. I'm going to put one sheet out at a time so you can see. I know those look the same, but they're actually different. If I can grab onto it. I think my pages are sideways. Look at all these different designs. Very, oh, there it goes. It's that way. And then when you flip it over, you have, I know it's kind of a bad flip there, you have all of these other designs. Look at all that. Very artsy. Colors with polished pink, old olive, evening evergreen, soft succulent, misty moonlight. You got some basic white in there, and then also some blackberry bliss, which is this dark purple here. Lots of coordinating colors. That's what I love about Stampin' Up. You've got so many colors in here that basically whatever you do, something's going to coordinate and make it so easy for you. But it comes with this package of 6x6 Designer Series paper as well. All right, so look at that. You see that piece of framed art? That's what we're going to do today. Hey, Bonnie. Yes, we are going to do that piece of framed art because I want to show you how easy it is, first of all, to case things from the catalog, which case means copy and share everything. But at the same time, I want to show you that this Designer Series paper can really do all of the work for you when it comes to either your cards or your projects. I didn't realize how easy this was until I started to put it together. And so let me show you my rendition, which is pretty close. Ta-la! This is what it looks like in person. And I had to do a couple. I did only one modification, and I'll show you when I get to that part if I can remember. So let me put this down and let me grab a drink real quick. And all right, I'm good now. I had to get a drink. I'm going to show you the piece of designer series paper that we are working with. And I'm telling you, you guys, this really is an easy project. Really is. And this would look also good in a white frame. I don't know about a black frame, but I just happen to have these wood grain frames. This is this an 8x8? I want to say it is. Let me make sure. This is, I don't even know what this is. It doesn't measure anything. It measures like 7.5. Like the frame itself is almost a 9-inch, so it's almost a 9x9. But you could get away with probably doing an 8x8 frame as well. I think you can get away with the 8x8. Now, the sample recipe was a little confusing. I will tell you that. So demonstrators, if you take a look at the sample recipe in our sample recipes, you'll know what I'm talking about. I was like, whoa, hold on, wait a minute. Let me just look at the picture and try to figure it out. And that's what I had to do. So I think I have to notify StampinUp of a couple of boo-boos. So, or if they did use what they say they used on there, I need to know where, because I did not see it. So let me put this off to the side. And I know there's going to be a glare. So let's see if I can, I don't know if I can fix that. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. All right, well, we will just put it over here then and get the ring glare. I'm just going to put it over here then because I can't get away from the glare right now. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to start with, let me pull this back just a little bit. We are going to start with this piece of designer series paper. Lots happening on here. You can see hills and valleys, and there's even a lake back here. You can see the sky. That's the opposite side of the DSP. This is very pretty, you guys. I cannot believe how gorgeous this paper is. Okay, so let's see if I can put that at an angle. That didn't really do anything, but okay. And let's get started. That way I can double check and make sure I'm getting the right steps here. I've done a couple of things. When I say a couple of things, I've gone ahead and die cut out the 2 pieces of fence. And I went ahead and stamped the sign, which is the sign that Relax is on. I've gone ahead and stamped that in crumb cake and die cut it out. There is a die cut for that. Now, the only thing it didn't have in the picture is that I decided to use the 3D timber embossing folder in order to emboss this piece of, what do they call this? There's a word, I can't think of it. What do they call driftwood? This piece of driftwood, and you might be able to see it more on the back. See? I went ahead and embossed it just to give it a little bit more texture. And you can still see it from the front. But that wasn't part of what they did in the catalog. So I went ahead and did that piece. And we're going to go ahead and get our embossing out of the way. Okay? Now, relax and enjoy your day. That's actually embossed with our white embossing powder, which is part of our basics collection. And this is garden green. And this is this purplish, light purple is fresh freesia. And we've embossed on white. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do those. Now, the stamp set itself, Relax and Enjoy Your Day, is on one stamp set. So I'm going to have to stamp it twice and then emboss it twice. And when we emboss, we're going to need our Versamark and our white Stampin' Emboss powder. Okay, so let's go ahead and open our Versamark. I want to stamp this twice, but I only want to get a little bit at the bottom, so I'm just kind of paying attention to where I'm stamping it. I did try it stamping like the whole image twice, and that didn't work for me. So if anybody else has figured out a better way, because after really looking at the sample in the catalog, I'm only getting wet the bottom piece that says "and enjoy your day." Okay, so let me let me stamp that. Now, Versamark is a sticky, wet substance. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. And you want to put embossing powder on it while it's still wet. Otherwise, it won't stick. Okay, so you got a little embossing powder on there. I'm going to just shake it a little bit, make sure it gets all over that image. And then I'm going to tap the excess down in there. Okay, if you need to thump it off to the side, you can. Now, I don't want that white at the top of that to be part of what I'm doing. So if you have a really small brush, this is what I did. If you have a really small brush, at this point, when you go over that embossing powder, it's just going to fall apart, which this is the part you have to be really careful with. And I'm going to go as slow as I can and as close as I can to break that up, and then I'm going to tap some of that off until I get it all off. And hopefully my hands won't shake too much, but you want to get all of that off as close as you can. We used to have a oh my gosh, this was a long time ago, but I want to say we used to have a long time ago a pen, like a Versamark pen, but we don't have that anymore. That was a long time ago. But you do want to make sure that you don't touch any of "and enjoy your day." Okay? But get as close as you can, get as much as you can off without touching "enjoy your day." And I'm kind of glad that I was able to do that. Yay! And then we are going to, let me close up my Versamark. Let me plug in my heat tool. Okay, this is our heating tool. And you're going to see that once I start to heat up this embossing powder, it's going to turn like a bright white. So let me get this warmed up so we can emboss and enjoy your day. And I'll let you know it's starting to turn already and get shiny. You just follow it along until it's all embossed. There you go. So that piece is already embossed, and actually now you can touch it. I would let it cool down a little bit because it is hot, but now you can touch it, and those flakes aren't going to come off. Okay, so let me just I used my paper trimmer because it was just easier, but you can also use your paper snips. We're literally just going to cut this out. Trying to get my pieces ready before I actually put this together. So let me make this let me cut this way. And then let me trim it a little bit. I don't think it's supposed to be like a perfect sign, but if you need to keep trimming it, or if you prefer to use your paper snips, just to trim it down a little bit. Let me get that straight there. Now don't forget, this is going to be somebody's prize next week, so if you happen to have one of these frames laying around that happens to be this particular color, or even a white one, be ready. Okay, so now let's do the top part. Okay, now we're going to do the relax part, and we're going to do relax. So just ink up that top part. I think I got just the top part there, and then stamp that. I think that'll work. All right, now let's get some powder on that. That's too much, but that's okay. Just trying to sprinkle some on there. And then let's move that around. And let's get the excess back in there. Oh, it looks like it's stamped the whole thing again. There was still some Versamark, or at least maybe I got some more on there, but that's okay. Because we're basically going to do the same thing that we did. See how easy? So that's why when this stuff, before you emboss it, you want to make sure, and you just want to make sure that you do not touch the embossing powder before it's set in, okay? Let's keep tapping that off, and let me get the rest of this off over here. The Versamark on cardstock is kind of like a watermark. So it does leave like a little imprint of whatever you were trying to do. And I think I got it. Let me get that off. Ta-da! Okay, now let's set that. Let me close this up for good. Get that out of the way. Let's emboss this. You don't want to get it too close because it will start to burn your paper. So once you start to see your embossing powder, there we go, setting, you're done. You can start moving your little end around to make sure that you get it all embossed. Okay. Now, this part, let me get a smaller cut for me because I need a smaller cut than that. On this, there's no dies that go with this. So what they did is they literally just manually cut around the word relax. And while I'm cutting this, here's just a little chit chat, so y'all don't have to, y'all can listen to me and watch me cut this at the same time. But so the spring retreat, it's full. I know I've been telling y'all that for a while. Our spring weekend retreat in New Braunfels is full, but to go is available. Lots of to go available. And so are the add-on classes. I've got 2 add-on classes. They're both $30 a piece and come with at least a $20, I think it's a $25 goodie bag. I'll have to look at my notes of product. The first add-on class is going to be with the Hello Ladybug bundle. So if you've not seen that in your mini catalog, go check that out. Now that class actually is going to come with the bundle itself, the Hello Ladybug bundle, plus some cardstock and a few accessories in order to make the projects. So that's pretty cool. So you're getting that Hello Ladybug bundle at my cost. And then the other one, the other add-on class is using the, let me make sure if I get this right. Let me look at my catalog, because I want to make sure I say it right. Hold on. I keep getting them mixed up, the names. The Hey Sports Fan bundle and suite that's on page 68 to 69. So each class is going to have 4 cards and a bonus scrapbook project. I'm almost done. The retreat itself, the make and takes, are going to be using this suite that I'm working with right now, the New Horizons suite. So if you're interested in taking a retreat to go, this retreat to go is $99. That includes shipping. And if you register by the end of, if you register to go by the end of February, you can save $10 off your registration. I'm just trimming the edges around a little bit so it looks a little more like a die cut. And then each class is $30. I think that looks pretty good. Let me trim this one right here. And there we go. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Okay, so now I have all my little pieces ready. So if you're interested in taking retreat to go, you can have a retreat at your own pace, in your own home, over whatever weekend you want to have it. Let me get some of this off here. Let me know. The description, the link will be in the description. But if you go look at my events section right now here on Facebook, you'll see those events already set up. And the links are in there for you to take a look at all the details, or to pre-register, or to complete your survey so that I know what you want for the retreat. All right, so let's start putting this thing together. The first thing we're going to get out of the way is, and you can use Stays On. The recipe said use Stays On, but you can also use Memento ink for this. We're going to be stamping the birds along the top. Okay, and maybe, let's see, maybe there's not much of a glare when I put that down, so let's just put that down instead. But we're going to stamp the birds in Stays On. Let me take my little top off without getting Stays On me. And I inked this up last night, so it should be pretty dark. Okay, and then we're just going to stamp these birds right on the top middle, just like that. That one's a little light, but that's okay. And that is all that we're going to be using Stays On for. Now, let's put this little thing together. I've got several dimensionals here. I've got some large ones, and then I've also got some mini ones as well, because we're going to put some mini ones on the back. So this pops up. I'll put one in the middle. I'm going to put 3 of them on here, and then we'll put one on the end here. Oops, that one popped over there. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing with this one. Let's put 3 of them on here. Okay, so got that. We are going to put, I tried using my seal, but my seal was literally tearing up my paper, so I went ahead and just grabbed, if I can find the end of it here, my tear and tape, and I'm going to put some tear and tape on the back of this, and you'll see why. It's to help hold my ribbon down, because I really did try to use just my seal, but because it's embossed, it was really wanting to tear up the back of this die cut. And let's do that. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some dimensionals on, but I'm not going to take those backs off just yet. And then I'm going to end up putting another one in the center, but I want to take that off and put the ribbon on first, okay? So let's go ahead and peel these off to expose all that stickiness. Ta-da! And there we go. Okay, so we got some stickiness exposed there. We're going to break out our 1/8 inch petal pink cotton ribbon. And I'm just going to start putting it on there. I looped it 3 times on each end, but you don't want too big of loops because it will interfere with the rest of the picture. So you want to try to keep your loops close to this here. So let me get some more. I know this looks like it uses a lot of ribbon, and it does. So if you're worried about using too much ribbon, you can certainly cut pieces and attach it from this side to this side. And you save a little bit, but it's very rare that I actually run out of ribbon. I got one more loop on this side, and then I'm done. And let me cut that. Okay, and we're gonna put that right there. And then let me grab a big one and put one in the middle. Okay, and now we can take these off, these little backings. Let's bring this back. And this one goes right here. And press that down. We're going to put the green piece down first. And enjoy your day. Kind of went over to the side and it was a little bit crooked is what it looked like. So I'm going to kind of put it like they had it. And then take the backs off of Relax. And we're going to put Relax on top of that. And putting it on top helps cover up a little bit of that Versamark that was still left on the cardstock. And then we've got our 2 fence die cuts. And what they did with the fence die cut, that one's going to go right there and that one's going to go right there. They broke out the crumb cake blends. I used the light one because you can always go darker by going over it again, but if you want a darker shade to it, you can use the dark crumb cake. And what I did is on this side, they created a shadow. It's easier for me to do it this way. They created a shadow on the fence. Okay, so I'm only doing like one side of these little fence posts where I'm rubbing the brush tip end, and it's okay if it gets off because shadows aren't like perfect. There we go. There we go. And the same thing over here, which is going to be, yeah, this way. Same thing on here. Just create a little shadow. If you wanted to distress your fence a little bit, you can certainly distress it. Give it a little weathered look. Maybe even use, maybe even use crumb cake. Or what's the other one that's lighter? Sahara sand. Maybe even emboss it with that timber embossing folder. So there's a couple of extra little small touches you can do. Kind of dress that up. So that just gave it a little bit of a shadow. So nothing major, but it does make a little impact. And then I am going to have to use these mini dimensionals, and I am going to cut them in half so that you cannot see from the front. So that was the only, other than maybe the embossing, this is the only like truly time consuming part, because if you just put them on there, you're going to be able to see through. So I'm just putting one on behind every little post. And then we're going to put those on. And we're almost done after we frame it. Oh, I forgot to go get an extra frame. Well, I already have one framed, so I won't go do that. Okay. And I think that's going to show. Oh, it's going to show. These posts starts getting a little... If you happen to have an extra one, go ahead and put an extra one on here. Maybe like on this side. And these little pieces are really... There you go, okay. All right, and then just peel all of those off. And then we're going to put this part of the fence up. Okay, I think I got all of them off. Yeah. Okay, and then we're going to put this fence down here on this side. So it's got a little dimension there. If you don't want to have to deal with all these mini dimensionals and having to cut them, you could use glue dots. You could probably still use glue dots and still get some dimension if you stack a few glue dots on top of each other, just to help get it off the paper just a little bit. Okay, let's put that one over here since it's really tiny. Put the bigger ones over here. Oops. Go. Almost there, you guys. Let's see, what else while I'm putting these on? Oh, the next bingo event is in April. I want to say, I'll have to look at the calendar. I want to put another couple on there. I want to say it's in the middle of April, but you can go check it out. It's on my events calendar. With the bingo event, we are going to be using that Hello Ladybug bundle. The projects will be different projects that are used in the retreat. And if you get the retreat to go, and you take that class, or if you at least take that class, let me put that last one right here, you will already have the bundle for bingo. So that's an option. It's the following week after the retreat. So the retreat is April 9th through the 12th. And I want to say the bingo is like the 16th, the very next weekend. So it's those are two very close events that are going to be close to each other. Okay. Got all those off. Now let's put this one on. We're going to put this one right here, just a little bit down. Looks like a little path there. And then we're going to break out our pebbles. And then we're just going to put some pebbles on the bottom here. So let's grab some of these pebbles. Oops. And kind of put them. These are so cute, you guys. Put some pebbles on here. I don't think it really matters the size or anything like that. You just randomly put some on there. Turn that one sideways a little bit. And let's do this side. We'll put a little stack over here in the corner. There's different sizes. There's 3 different sizes. Oops. Uh-oh, that one fell. I'm going to have to go find that one. And stack some. Let's put a light one up here. Got a little stack. These pebbles really do help kind of bring out. Let's put one of these. There we go. Let's put another one right there. Let's put a big one. Let's put a big one right on top, right there. Okay. And let me move all this stuff out of the way. Let me just make sure there's nothing left. I think that's it. All right, so we are done. Look at that. Look at how that designer series paper did all the work. We just added a few things to it. A couple of die cuts, a little ribbon, some embossing, stamped some birdies at the top. Put some of those little stones. Look at that, you guys. Now, I'm not going to put this in a frame because I already did one. This is the one that I did for the sample. Let me pull that back a little bit. And look at that. Thank you for the hearts and likes. But this is what it would look like framed. This would look really cute if you had like a bathroom project where you had like beachy, something beachy, you know? Right? It's gorgeous. But yeah, you can do this too. Y'all really can. So there you have it. That's today's project. Somebody's going to win this next week. So I just got to stamp the back of it with a little Stampin' Up, little copyright. But other than that, if you're feeling lucky, go ahead and go out and get you. Now all I did, this is the middle piece right here. All I did, I'll go ahead and mat it, but it's a piece of basic white that it's matted on. That's all it is. That way it fits in the frame. And I'll get the measurements. I'll go ahead and mat it for you on the piece of basic white. But that's the main piece right there. And this is a shadow box. So it doesn't matter how much dimension you had. You know, you're still going to be able to see that it's a shadow box. But yeah, there you have it. That's today's project. This is just to show you that, yes, you can make the things that are in our catalogs, and these are the kind of things that you can do with Stampin' Up! Products. This is the suite that will be used for the make and takes for the retreat to go in April. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that there's no back order concerns in March with this particular suite so that we can continue to make sure that we're going to use this suite. But there you have it. Let me just get my little picture ready for my little thumbnail here at the end, and I will put the supply list in the description after the video. So thank you all for joining me this gorgeous, well, it's not really gorgeous out there, it's kind of gloomy, but still, thank you for joining me this Sunday afternoon. Thank you for all your shares. Thank you for the hearts. And if you'd like to join me, I'll be back Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. for a new scrapbook page layout. So y'all take care, and we will see y'all later. Bye.